Hi, in this video, we are going to be reviewing Detail's new loose powder.
Oh, the PR package came with this little piece of paper that says that
It's an easy-to-use loose powder, perfectly curated for Filipino skin tones
to hold makeup in place all day long while giving added coverage.
and it's only 2.99 pesos, so medyo mura yun for a loose powder, I would say.
So all of us in this video have different skin tones, but all of us also have oily skin.
On this little pamphlet from the brand, they don't say that it's oil control. In the Philippines, it's so important to have a powder that mattifies and actually controls your oil, especially if you're outside, commute ka, haba ng araw mo, you need something that controls your oil to make spending that dough worth it.
We're actually going to party tonight, so this is the perfect opportunity to try out the powders. So on this side, we're trying Detail's powders, and on this side, we're trying out our powder of choice.
Will it stack up against our faves? We'll find out. I want to give the powders the best possible outcome. So I want to do a primer first. So this is e.l.f.'s Pore Putty primer around my nose and cheek area where I have the most pores.
So for my foundation, I'm going to use Estee Lauder Double Wear Foundation. I've always used this foundation because this is the only foundation that works for my oily skin. It's dry when I apply makeup, but then it gets really oily towards the end of the day. But with this foundation, I trust it kasi matte lang ako all day.
I'm gonna use the Too Faced Peach Perfect Comfort Matte Foundation in the shade Nude. I like to keep things medium coverage because hindi mo alam anong mangyayari sa gabi na yan. Pwede kang malasing. Pwede kang, you know, hindi mo alam mangyayari. But you still gotta look cute at the end of the night.
So, and then I mixed the Maybelline Superstay with Mad Benefit Hello Happy Foundation so I can get my perfect skin tone. I have like an equal amount of acne on both sides, or like hyperpigmentation, whatever. So that's gonna be a fair battle.
Maybelline Fit Me, which is also in the shade Sand. O, di ba? Fair match. Fit Me kasi it doesn't really have much coverage. So, we'll let it dry first for like 20-30 seconds before we blend it.
This is not available in the Philippines, so I am sorry. But kung may bougie tita kayo na galing States, i-go nyo na. Sobrang worth it. Especially if you're really oily like me.
So, sayo muna. Dance break! Dance break! Talagang sasaniban kayo pag nagbe-blend out kayo ng concealer. Medyo gumagana yung mata niya.
Oh guys, it's the 𝐕𝐈𝐃 face pack. We did a review on this, you know, you can check it out on our page. Oh, I love it. Love room service. She is that bitch.
So we have to move fast because I don't want any of the concealer to crease as I'm talking. So on this side, we're going to be using the Detail, and for this side, I'm going to be using one setting powder. I do use somewhat on the daily, so it's going to be the Maybelline Superstay one. On this one, it's not a loose powder, it's a pressed powder, but this is good, especially if you're oily.
This side, we're going to use the Detail Loose Powder in the shade Natural. Okay, baliktad na siya. Basta natural siya. Oh, is it dark? So it's a little dark. Mali pala. I'm gonna use the shade Light now. Circular. So, pag bigger yung brush, circular dapat yung pag-apply. That's what I've learned today.
I'm going to use the Detail Loose Powder in Light. This powder claims to have coverage, and so far, I see a little bit of coverage. Okay, guys, do you see a difference? So this is the one with the Detail Loose Powder, and this one doesn't.
So since it's been like a second since I did put the concealer down and I just kept talking, I have to dab it back down so it doesn't crease later. So There. Okay. Then I'm gonna be using the fluffy brush. And just... This might be too dark for my highlight area. Right? Right? It's way too dark. It's like just setting it. It kind of looks... Maybe mistakes were made. Maybe mistakes were made. Maybe I'm not the darkest shade. What's the next darkest shade? Beige. There. Oh, that's better. Okay. Okay. We're gonna brush that off in like a second. We're gonna take this fluffy brush and wipe that off. Something weird is happening over here, and it's that I think the shade tan is on the grayish side of the spectrum that it makes everything else look a little gray.
On the right corner, ding ding ding, I'm going to use the Innisfree No Sebum Mineral Powder. Nataob ko lang siya. Tapos lalabas na yung powder and then I just dab. I'm pretty happy with the outcome. I mean, sa mirror mukha namang walang difference. I don't know lang sa video.
So to compare, I'm going to put the RCMA No Color Powder on the other side of my face. Oh, medyo nag-blur, may blurring effect like the other side. This is a product that I know and love.
We're not gonna bake with the other side, obviously, because this is, you know, not loose. So here I just like to press, just take some, and press it into the skin. So especially with where my acne is, I like to press it. Tanga, nakalimutan ko mag-blush, pero okay lang. Already, I can see on cam that this side looks fantastic compared to the other side. Keep up naman tayo, tan side. Sana with the setting spray, it just melts, you know, everything in. I'm kind of scared. Please, sana gumana. Okay. Okay, so let's take a sweet minute to let it.
Mas may coverage kasi medyo na blur out yung blush. Tapos dito sa side na to, medyo sheer yung coverage ng Innisfree No Sebum Mineral Powder.
You can tell in my blush na this one has more coverage than the other one. Can you confirm or deny? Comment down below. Ay! Minumulto tayo. Di nag-agree yung multo, guys.
Now that the setting mist has dried, it actually helped a lot with this side. Yeah, it helped a lot. Like this is good. Like I can't tell that much that I used two different powders. Can you? Yeah, let us know kasi baka may hindi ako nakikita.
So we're going to do a flash test before anything else to see if there's a difference. Okay, so I'm going to take a selfie with the flash on. So far, I don't see any flashbacks in my selfie.
Sa picture, parang wala namang flashback yung both side.
From the picture, it looks like there isn't much of a difference between the left and right sides.
We'll see tonight if that lasts. Okay, we're about to leave. Yes, I'm vlogging. We're about to leave.
Hey guys, so we're leaving in a bit. So we're just doing a face check. Medyo may shine na dito sa part na to. And this part looks okay. So
Oh, wala pa namang shine. So,
what do you think of our
face.
face? We look shiny.
No.
Do you?
I don't know.
We look
Oh, this side.
this side?
Oo. Parang yeah, this.
You look the same.
Ikaw din. Nothing happened.
Okay, what can you say? What can you say about my makeup on both sides?
I said kanina mas gusto ko tong side na to. But now this one is more shiny.
Like overall, how do you guys think it looks? Hello, ka just at the good.
Cute. It's very fresh. Yeah, it looks fresh. Dewy.
Which side? Both?
Parang both.
Both.
Now, right now. But this one's more.
It's just
yeah,
natural beauty.
This one, this side. Yeah, it's more this side.
Okay, what time is it? 8 o'clock. We just had dinner. Bianca, what can you say about me and Sam's face?
I think both sides of your face are holding up well, but her left, no, this left side is more matte than the other one. The other one's kind of shiny, medyo shiny ganun.
Oh.
Yeah. And then for you medyo same din. Parang this one is same lang. Oh, the left side.
Slightly white.
Slightly matte. Slightly less shiny, not matte.
Okay.
Okay, so I'm home now and I am not oily at all, both sides, if I touch it. And the coverage is still there a bit. So I'm a bit oily on my T-zone, but overall I did not become super oily, which is good. Medyo oily lang ng konti. Konting-konti lang dito. Here it's still matte. And on the detail side, medyo oily lang here. But other than that, okay lang siya.
Okay, I just got home and as predicted, I am an absolutely oily mess. I was like, no, I'm gonna be fair. No touch-ups for the powder on either side because that's unfair. And you know, as everyone knows, the Philippines is super humid and at the bar we drank outside. So, you know, at the end of the day, it's like both sides objectively look super oily. Thing is, like, just like if I look at it in a macro perspective, like oil aside, like did either of the powders actually keep my makeup in place, you know, because, you know, that's the question. Did it keep my makeup in place? Because I can be as oily as I want, but my foundation could still be kind of intact, right? So I can say that, like, my foundation is definitely cracked more on this side. Like a really close up, I can see that this side, like, I can see more creasing on this under eye than this one. Yeah. Like, I see more lines. I see more separation of foundation around the nose. I can see more pores here. Like, especially, like, around my lips, around my nose. Because that's where I have some of the most obvious pores. This one, it's not as, this side is not as obvious. This side's separated more than the left. So that just tells me that, you know, the detail side, not as good, okay? But I have to look at it really, really closely for me to see any sort of difference. Final thoughts is powder. I am surprised. I really like it. I think it's really good for the price. Like, it's not as good as the Maybelline side, but for the price range, I am not disappointed at all. It looks pretty good.
Hi guys, it's me again. So it's been a few days since we tried out the Detail Makeover powder. I forgot to do a video because we were wrecked. So my thoughts on the Detail Makeover powder is that it oiled up pretty quickly, but regardless of that, the price is affordable and maganda naman siya, pero yun nga, hindi siya masyadong long lasting. Tapos yung Innisfree side, since matagal ko na din naman ginagamit yung Innisfree, very proud ako kasi it's an investment. So that's my take on the Detail powder, and I would recommend it for the price point, and for every day it's a really good powder.
So, what do you guys think? This is obviously pre-filmed, so I don't know what happened to the makeup, but let us know what you guys think about how the product performed, how the other side of our makeup performed.
Let us know your thoughts on the comment section below, and if you want us to try out new products, just let us know, you know? Just follow us on other social media channels.